This is Tyrese Cooper, one of the most polarizing high school track and field phenoms, who's now serving 7 years in a federal penitentiary after completely crashing out. Despite having a very prominent future ahead of him, Tyrese went from a stepper on the track to a full-blown stepper in the streets. What's good, everybody? It's the GOAT Aaron Brown, and before this video starts, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, it's linked down below in the description. And if you appreciate the videos I make, be sure to hit the thanks button right above the comment section and become a member of my channel as well. It's linked in the description below as well. Let's jump straight into it. Beginning his track and field career as a youth representing the Miami Gardens Express Track Club out of Miami, Florida, Cooper showed glimpses of dominance at an early age. In 8th grade, he already posted times of 10.61 in the 100, 20.98 in the 200, and 47.6 in the 400. This made him one of the greatest middle school combo sprinters of all time. And when Cooper reached high school, he was already a celebrity in the AAU rankings, holding multiple national records. By 10th grade, he had already dropped a massive 45.23 in the 400 and a 20.51 in the 200, setting sophomore national records in AAU. Going into his junior year of high school, he was already running times that would qualify him for the NCAA final. This made him eye candy to college coaches. With little to no improvement during the rest of his high school career, Cooper was still one of the most sought-after college prospects in the class of 2019. Despite him being a superstar on the track, Cooper was a super demon in the streets. He was drilling the competition on the track, but after track practice and meets, he was stepping like a drill sergeant in the military. Coming from an unfortunate background, losing his mom in 2012, his life was going to change after he went to college and potentially gain a pro contract. But Cooper could not wait that long. Everything that he had to provide for himself. Many people seen the track accolades, but didn't see the terrible conditions in which he had to go home to every night. But Tyrese was indeed eager to make a change in his living situation. Not in the future, but now. The week before his state track meet his junior year in 2018, Cooper changed the whole trajectory of his career. May 1st, 2018, Tyrese Cooper was arrested for trying to steal cars at Miami International Airport. His coach at the time, who attempted to raise him and steer him in the right direction, did an interview with the media, and he stated, "I was like a dad, but then he started battling me about being a dad and a coach. We were bumping heads, and he was being disrespectful, not coming home for curfew, and he did this in front of my wife, and I had to ask him to leave. Then he fell in with the wrong people." Unfortunately, this was Cooper's third time being arrested that year. Cooper was charged with an attempted grand theft of a vehicle and possession of burglary tools, both felonies. He had to sit out for the state meet that weekend. By June 8th, all charges against Cooper in the incident had been dropped, and he was back on the track just in time for AAU. He went on to win a 100, the 200, and the 400, where his AAU celebrity grew even larger. Going into his senior year, he had made a big announcement. Instead of seeking out any pro opportunities, he had committed to the University of Oregon to run track, taking advantage of a great opportunity to further his education and track career. He received many jokes in the comments on his commitment post about his previous arrest earlier that year, but he was eager to show the people that despite him being in trouble, he had simply just made a few bad mistakes. He graduated high school in June of 2019, and for some unforeseen reason, he had never made it to the campus of the University of Oregon. Later, we discovered that he was enrolled in Hines Junior College, a prominent JUCO powerhouse producing sprinters like Chance Myers and Terrence Laird. Cooper went on to gain All-American status at the Indoor National Championship meet, placing 4th in the 60-meter and 6th in the 200 meters. He had a child that spring season, so after indoor in March, he headed back home to Florida, where he could be with his newborn child for a while. Early that summer in June, Cooper went on the biggest crash mission of his stepping career. Him and 2 other men ran into a phone store wearing masks and hoodies, with Cooper pointing a pistol at the employee. The employee ran to the back of the store and called the cops as they robbed it. Cooper broke the glass of the display counter while holding the gun, but cut his right hand. He left a trail of blood on the display case and on the floor. The complaint says, the 2 men reached into the display case and grabbed cellular phones and other merchandise valued at $19,000. The employee later received an anonymous tip that Cooper robbed the Mobile One store. He checked Facebook and recognized Cooper as one of his customers, but he didn't know if he was one of the robbers. FBI agents working with Miami-Dade Police Department lab were able to match the blood sample found at the store to that of Cooper from prior theft cases in which he was charged. Cooper was later arrested on the armed robbery charges, in which carry a maximum sentence of more than 10 years. He later received a 7-year sentence, in which he's currently serving in the feds as we speak. Tyrese Cooper is one of the biggest what-ifs in track and field history. What if he would have took this great talent and did great things with it? What could he have been right now? He has a phone in the feds and he goes on Instagram Live very frequently. And on one live, he talked about how he got stabbed up in a fight that he had in prison. The guy who was running 45.23 in a 400 as a sophomore in high school is currently getting stabbed in prison. It's a highly unfortunate situation that he's in, but he was given many opportunities and many different chances, and he just chose to do the wrong thing each time. But like I often say, at the end of the day is going to end. And a wise man learns from the mistake of others, and a fool learns from his own. Until next time,